What's up everybody, Brett here, my YouTube channel Good Talk Gaming, back for another round on Brax's Outpost, doing some ARAM brawls. And our last game, if you watched it, it was fun for me, but we did have a very new player in the healing position, which was unfortunate. And a lot of people who made very questionable draft decisions, but it's not my job or anyone else's job to tell people who to play in these fun kind of brawls. But if you want to win, you should probably pick the stronger heroes. So that's what we're going to look to do here. I'm very flexible in what I pick. I don't mind tanking, I don't mind healing, I don't mind carrying. Been playing MOBAs for a long time, since like day one. Back in the day, played some early Dota on Warcraft 3. Wasn't very good. It wasn't until League of Legends that I got particularly okay at playing MOBAs. So we have a Tyrande here. I'm very fond of Arthas. Zul would also be fine. Really looking at Jing to see who they pick. So I see here they're going with Uther. This kind of makes me wish this Tyrande was a Vala. But I'm going to be tanking. We don't need the stitches. I like our team. We're pretty scary, but we're very heavy melee focused. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us.
Initialization in progress. Prepare.
Now let's see. We're going to take Eternal Hunger here.
The goddess seems to be testing my resolve.
One of the things you need to do, in my opinion, to make Arthas strong is make sure he has lots of mana. And the build that I like to do revolves around him having tons of mana. So we're going to get Eternal Hunger. And we're going to get it so that every time he hits, it increases his mana by 40. And eventually we're going to have a lot of synergy with Death Coil. And then we're going to end up with the talent that makes it so that we have an extra number of Frostmourne attacks. And it makes him a pretty scary 1v1 duelist. Now their build does have a ton of auto attackers, so having block rhyme would be solid.
For the Lich King.
But we're going to look at some point here to start locking down their hammer with our Howling Blast.
I'll make you suffer.
And we're going to use the clones on Samuro. It still counts if we hit them with Frostmourne Hungers. We're still going to get the quest going. So we don't really care. We'll hit him. Looks like we're going to die here. They have so much damage. We just got to get out of here. Nope. Can't do it. Rough. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. We need to die, but we need to do it together. There we go. Sergeant Hammer is not as vulnerable as she may look. I think we're just going to get wrecked here. Nope, nope, survive. And we're going to be able to make people pay. Ranged heroes don't often suspect Arthas to kind of have the ranged capability that he does once you're able to just spam death coils, which is what I'm going to be able to do soon. See if we can knock him out of his cloak. There we go. A lot of very low HP pool heroes, so whenever we do get the picks, we should be able to burst them down quite nicely. Make sure we're healing ourselves. So increased range and reduced cooldown. And that's going to be kind of another crucial part of our build. Didn't mean to do that. Wow. So much kind of just nothing damage being taken.
Excellent heal.
Taking a lot of damage, but all of it's very indirect.
Sound flash.
It's unfortunate, and we're losing our fountain here. And we're going to back up to get some heals, top ourselves off.
This is more like it. Feel the sting of death.
Now we certainly don't want them taking our camps. Now unfortunately I'm taking damage off of this camp. And we're gonna die here. That was not worth it. See if we can save somebody.
Well done for a peasant.
A lot of not worth plays being done. I would say they definitely have a better team than us. Better healer. Super strong range. And then Samro's an excellent kind of distraction hero.
Excellent heal.
That was about as much DPS as we can get on her.
This is more like it.
Until we're able to cast Death Coil offensively, we're going to be in trouble. We really just need levels. We're giving up so much ground early, but hopefully we'll be able to make up for it later.
Of course. Excellent heal.
Yeah, pretty rough. Now that Sergeant Hammer can move in her siege state. So Death Coil always heals. That's what we're looking for.
Heal yourself now. I will not suffer for your failure.
So now we don't have to worry about casting it on ourselves. It's now an offensive and a defensive ability. And we're going to want to use it every time it's off cooldown. And we're going to use it on ourselves there just because we were in serious danger of dying. And they overextended there. They got cocky. Let's see if we can make them pay. Let's just get that off cooldown.
Now, Frostborn. My strength is
Getting some mercenaries will be great. We'll hopefully be able to push. And getting more mana from Frostborn Hungers also means that we can afford to leave up our Frozen Tempest for longer.
That's the way.
It does drain mana as you use it.
I'll make you suffer.
Make sure we're getting these globes and not our opponents. And we put some damage on him, but
My strength is renewed.
did not get him. You have to burst down his shields before we can do anything. And lowering Alexstrasza's HP is great. It lessens her effectiveness as a healer. She relies on having higher HP pool in order to be effective. So diving here is not what we want to do. We need to wait for ults. Something like my Syndragosa and Maev's ult are all going to be very effective. Let's get it here. Let's get some picks. And once we have slows on our Frostmourne, we'll have all the slow we need to make sure that no one ever escapes from us.
Dignity. Not enough mana.
And our
Foul name.
quest is still going. We're getting bonus damage, but we're capped out on the mana front. But we'll have infinite mana once we get our second charge.
Foul name.
And I think you'll see the strength of this build as it gets rolling. I can't even tell you the number of times I've gotten a kill off of an offensive death coil.
You are not as weak as you appear.
being a little persistent there, and we get him. Put some more damage on Hammer.
The Scourge claims another. Your pain shall be legendary.
Not bad.
Select a talent.
We need to wait for ults if we're going to fight these guys. And we're going to try and help her out, even though that was not a good idea. Yeah, no focus. Bad idea, bad play.
You fight with such passion.
Okay. We just need to reset and wait for our ults. Good picks. We do have the stuns that we need.
Excellent heal.
We do have a lot of stuns and silences from Alarak. At some point, we need to look at the stats here to see who's doing work. Alarak is certainly doing work.
Feel the sting of death.
Make sure we're topped off on our mana. Make sure we're the one getting these globes. And keep our push alive. I can do something like that. Put some damage. And I don't disagree with Toronto using the ult there. And I'm not scared of Samuro. He is behind me though, which is not good. Right now we're just looking to get the heck out of here. Yeah, our teammates need to wait for my Syndragosa to engage. And unfortunately they're engaging right before it's ready.
The player has left the game.
Your pain shall be legendary. My strength is renewed. This is more like it.
We're gonna get some good slows there. Our Uther bot will probably die trying to take out these camps, so we need to help it out. Hopefully he comes back. Although sometimes the bots do play better than the players. I have seen that happen. Let's get a nice Syndragosa here. Too late. I decided to go in too hard and die.
Faithless coward.
She's gonna link up her health. Focus mode engaged. Dead Uther was healing us. Getting body block pretty hard. Get the heck out of there. Taking a lot of damage from Alexstrasza. And we stayed on Samuro there, and we were able to get him, but
Well done for a peasant.
Warning. Fall under attack.
and we get those two, but nothing will come of that, unfortunately.
I'll make you suffer.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be another hard game.
Frostborn hungers. Now, Frostborn. My strength is renewed.
I want to try and poke down Alexstrasza if we can, keeping her
For
low
the Lich King. Certainly.
just makes her so much less effective as a healer if she didn't go the circle build.
Foul knave. Frostborn hungers.
Now let's try and focus down Hammer if we can. And we were not able to.
Well done for a peasant. Now, Frostborn.
So much damage. Perhaps that was a greedy death coil, but
Alert.
we just took
Your
so much
core
damage
is
from
under attack.
Sylvanas. Yeah, Sylvanas is one of the most overpowered heroes in this mode. Sergeant Hammer is probably second. And I would say Zagara, perhaps is third. Zagara, Li Ming. Li Ming, Kale, and Jaina are kind of all in that same category. You know, we're taking that fight, and meanwhile Samuro is just infinitely summoning clones and taking our core. So, rough game. I think we probably had some people who weren't very comfortable with the heroes that they picked. That's just my assessment. So, hopefully that was not the case. You know, I mean, I guess you could look at Brawl as a place to experiment with heroes that you're not familiar with. So, I don't know, I like to win. I do like to win. So, alright guys, without any further ado, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.